What's going on is your truly, just say it with me. I'm Miss TALIAFERRO. What up, y'all? What up, FERRO'S out there? Thank y'all so much for the love. If you have not done so, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button. If you're really feeling your boy, follow me on Instagram at itsmrtaliaferro, FERRO Reacts, the business account. What up, y'all? So, this is very interesting. I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast. I actually didn't even get through the whole podcast. But anyway, I saw Joe Budden, Rory Marlon Parks having a conversation about Cardi B. Now, how do I put this? It always feels like these male platforms have much longer conversations about female artists than they do male. I'm just being real. Like if they're talking about Cardi B or Nicki Minaj or Megan Thee Stallion, and I watch Joe's podcast, it always feels like these things string out a little longer than the conversations if they were to have one about the Migos or 2 Chainz or anybody else. Because I feel like they only care about New York hip-hop, a couple lyricists that are sprinkled around like a Cole or a Kendrick and a Drake, and then they care about females, right? Like I feel like that's pretty much, you could be a female from wherever though. But I don't feel like some of these male-led platforms like Joe's podcast and then Academics over there. I saw Academics just drop a diss song to Nicki Minaj. Like I've never seen Academics keep that same energy with a male. Like Shy Glizzy didn't diss them all. I always feel like the dudes go a little too hard on the females. And I want to be clear, because I don't want to just seem like I'm being the female apologetics here. I do believe females that are in the industry who are artists, they should be subject to criticism. But I always can see when the males are going harder on the females than they would do if let's say Future and he put out a garbage project and Cardi put out a garbage project. They probably talk about Future's garbage project for 2 minutes, Cardi's garbage project for 40 minutes. Just the nature of how it is. Obviously, I know that some of these female rappers are very popping and they're of that top echelon. I get it. But I just kind of want the same energy with the males. Anyway, Joe and their podcast got into a conversation about Cardi B needing a record. All right, like they were pretty much in the pocket of she needs to stop playing around with these records. She just did a feature for Fat Joe a few weeks ago. I don't like the record. She just did a feature for French Montana. I don't like that record as well. And it is kind of like, yo, Cardi keep throwing up some bricks on the wall. When is she going to deliver with a new project? First off, I like the Clout record that was on Offset album. I like the Money record. I thought the Money record went. That's just me personally. But, you know, Cardi's a young artist, and I did think she was going to come back with another album at some point this year. It's looking like she's going to drop 2020 now, all right? We got one from her, Invasion of Privacy, in 2018. Look like we ain't coming back around. We ain't getting no project from Cardi. So it has been a quiet year for Cardi B from a music standpoint, and the Joe Budden podcast was pretty much making the point that her mind isn't focused on music, and I think Maul even said, you know, he tried to take up for her. He was like, yo, she's doing a lot of things. She ain't really built like this. This ain't, you know, she just was a person trying to get in the game, make some money, which is true, by the way. Yeah, so they got into a back and forth. Obviously, Cardi didn't like it. And when Cardi B doesn't like something, you're going to hear about it. She went on her Instagram Live to air out the Joe Budden podcast. Let's check this out.
Everybody want to be suing people? I'ma spit at y'all motherfuckers like this. Like that, nigga. The fuck? Don't play when it comes to my kid. Don't use my kid for clickbait. Don't fucking cut half of the shit that I said about why do I gotta spend time with my child. Cause every single day, like just yesterday, these bitch ass niggas, Joe Budden and the motherfucking podcast talking about, oh, Cardi's doing other things. She's not busy worrying about hip hop because she's doing other money moves. Yes, nigga, I'm doing other money moves. And guess what else I'm doing, nigga? I gotta spend time with my child. So I'm sorry that I'm not doing what y'all niggas expect me to do, cause I gotta do other shit, like spend time with my kid. The fuck? And then y'all niggas is gonna use what I said, chop it the fuck up, chop it up, and try to make me look like I'm some whack ass mom. Get the fuck out of here.
So a little of that smoke went there. I believe an outlet, Access Hollywood, because of their coverage of her daughter Culture as well. So Cardi B is all upset. And she got every right to be upset. You know, if she feel like people are covering her unfairly, it's her life. If people want to talk about Cardi B, she has every right to respond. Now, I will say this, and I've always maintained this about Cardi B. She responds to everything. If you put her name in her mouth, like she's going to respond. If you put her name in your mouth, she's going to respond. It's just who she is. And here's the thing. Cardi's a superstar. Everyone knows Cardi B's a superstar except Cardi. Some of the other superstars like a Drake, like a Beyonce, a Jay, a Rihanna, you're not getting a response out of them. That's what makes them a superstar. Also, a lot of those artists have been doing it for quite some time, and I want to note that a lot of these artists came in before social media, which is important. They're probably a little better at handling things than Cardi is. She's new to the game. She kind of came in the game. She came in as a stripper, and she came in with her social media account, so she sees everything. Literally, one of her closest friends, she was literally saying like, yo, I hate this for Cardi B because she takes everything personal. Like, she'll stay up. Oh, this is one of Cardi B's friends saying this. She's like, she'll stay up in the middle of the night thinking about what somebody said to her on Instagram. She's that type of person. Here's my thing. I think Cardi's in the wrong business if she's going to allow things like that to harm her. Like, you're dope. Like, I like Cardi's records. I think she's dope for the culture. I thought Invasion of Privacy was a really good body of work. I don't think you need to go back and forth with people on social media all day. You're a superstar. You're above it. Again, when you're getting a lot of money a show, which is what Cardi's getting, I don't want to count her pockets. There are certain things that come with that. You're in the public domain. You have to be able to deal with problems like people in that upper echelon, even like new stars. You don't see Travis Scott responding to every rumor out there in the atmosphere. I would associate Travis Scott and Cardi B for different reasons. They're both climbing like with a crazy level of fame. I don't see Travis Scott responding to every rumor out there in the atmosphere. I know he's a guy, but I don't see him responding to every rumor. Megan seems to respond to some of the rumors about her, not everything. We'll see how she ages. But you cannot respond to everything that's out there in the atmosphere about yourself. You're never going to win. You're never going to win that game with social media because you're fighting against trolls a lot of times. And then with media personalities, every week they got a podcast. Every day they got content that they need for their show. It's never going to stop until you back away and step away from the media space or the public domain, which would mean you take your career away from yourself. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, support. What y'all think about what Cardi B said to Access Hollywood or whatever the hell that outlet was and Joe Budden's podcast? She is not happy. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment box below. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids, they tuned in.
We locked in right now,
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.